Hey guys, Keo Lancer here. Once another Keo Lancer Gaming. Don't forget the bell button, subscribe button to get notifications to my channel. Alright guys, we got some cool gaming news going on here, and we are on the RPG site. This information was released on the 29th of October. Okay, and yeah, we're going to dive up into this. It's about Final Fantasy 16. Okay, alright, a new update to the official Final Fantasy 15 website has been published, bringing with it a dialogue of information on Square Enix highly anticipated upcoming RPG. This update was promised last month, and now here it is. The first major website update for the game. The game reveals new information on the world and the characters of the game, giving players a very first early look at the lore that will power the story of this new Final Fantasy. Plus, more formal introduction to the protagonist who we saw in the reveal trailer. Final Fantasy 16 from the Noki Yoshida headed business division of Square Enix, responsible for Final Fantasy 14 and directed by the talented Hoshi Taki. Fans have been skeptical if Final Fantasy 16 has any relationship to Final Fantasy 12 and 14, but this first lore info seems to confirm that it is a separate entity, albeit with some similar trappings. I never assumed it was a part of the Final Fantasy 12 and 14 world, but if you want to get technical, Vagrant Story World and Final Fantasy Tactics World World Alliance, to get technical. All right, Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy 16 John. Alright, and summon and info. The new update begins with a little more detail on the world of Final Fantasy 16, revealing important background, including a note on different nations of the kingdoms players will come into contact with throughout the game. First, we learned that the world of Final Fantasy 16 is called Vastella, and that it has long been dominated by the presence of the crystals. Crystals are back. The land of Vastella is subdued by the Mother Crystal, glittering mountains of crystal that tower over the realms around them, blessing them with ether. For generations, people have flocked to these beacons to take advantage of their blessings, using the ether to conjure magics that let them live lives of comfort and plenty. Great powers have grown up around each Mother Crystal, and an easy peace has long reigned between them. Yet now the peace falters as the spread of the blight threatens to destroy the dominions. Okay. The website reveals 6 realms, kingdoms that will presumably be key players in the story of Final Fantasy 16. The Grand Duchess of Rosia. Okay. And you guys can read this down here if you want. The Holy Empire of Sambriquio, I think I'm saying it right, probably butchering it. The Kingdom of Wuludi, Wulord, I think I'm saying it. I'm butchering it. And the Delcami Republic, the Iron Kingdom, the Crystalline Domain. Okay, this is all the information in the background of these particular kingdoms and stuff like that. The update glimpse into Final Fantasy 16's world also reveals some first information about Inox, the powerful beginnings, also known in other games as summons, espers, or aeons. In the game known as econs, they are controlled by a person known as their Dominion. A little more. The Incans are the most powerful and deadly creatures in Vastella. Each resides within the domain, kind of almost like the Kyuubi on Naruto, which is pretty cool. That'd be crazy if it's in each body of the person. Okay, a single man or woman who is blessed with the ability to call upon their dread power. In some nations, these dominions are treated as royalty, and it was a measurement of their strength. And others, they are bound in fear of it and forced to serve as weapons of war. Those who are born as dominants cannot escape their fate, however cruel it may be. Now here's what the characters look like. Some of the characters. was it Civil, Joshua, and Jill. I'm guessing these two people are the people that can summon them, and he's the main character. Maybe he might be the protector of both these people. And the information is pretty vast, guys. Like, we're gonna look at some of these screenshots here. This is freaking dope. That better be the box art. It looks like Final Fantasy Tactics drawings, guys. Looks really good. Now, I think this is him when he's older, which we can make that call. I always liked the drawings when it comes down to like Final Fantasy. Like, the drawings I always found were very interesting. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, I think we should be able to type in the website. Let's see. Final, because I want you guys to see it. Final Fantasy 15. What was it? 15? 16 website. Okay. Alright, here you have it, guys. This is the website. You guys can check it out. I don't think there's anything on there. Oh, down here. Okay. Nice. And you get more details. You get the character information, just like on the RPG website that we were just on. And you guys get to take a look. This is well put together. I'm going to take a look at this probably after this video. I think this is really cool. I always like looking at websites to video games. Nice. But anyway, guys, there you have it. I hope that I gave you a little glimpse of Final Fantasy 16 and some of the information that's on it, guys. The artwork has always been cool when it came down to Final Fantasy games. I've always enjoyed the artwork. Anyway, don't forget the bell button, the subscribe button to get the notifications to my channel. Don't forget that thumbs up button, guys. It definitely helps me out in the algorithm. And also, guys, let me know what you